Hi, my red songbird in New York City. What is circumcision? 9 things you probably didn't know about male circumcision, but should. And I got this article at health.com. Did you know people once thought it cured paralysis? This is by Christina Oehler. Oehler. Updated June 20th, 2019. These are excerpts from the article. The neonatal circumcision rate is over 58% according to the most recent CDC report. In fact, that rate is actually lower than it was 30 years ago when it was over 64%. There are multiple reasons why someone might choose to circumcise their child or be circumcised as an adult. So we looked into the subject to find out more about this ever-changing trend. Circumcision is hygienic. Circumcision is the removal of the foreskin, a layer of tissue that covers the head of the penis. Smegma, a bodily secretion made up of dead skin cells and oily secretions, settles beneath the foreskin. Smegma exists to ease the retraction of the foreskin over the head of the penis during urination and sex. Michael Raitano, MD, physician in residence for the Men's Health Service, Roman Tells Health. However, smegma is also an ideal mix for the growth of bacteria, and as smegma accumulates under the foreskin, the hot, moist environment allows for the rapid overgrowth of bacteria that can create foul-smelling byproducts. By removing the foreskin, men can reduce their risk of unwanted bacterial growth on their penises. Men who are uncircumcised should have routine penile care with careful hygienic cleansing to keep their down there healthy, as Dr. Raitano. Circumcision is typically performed at birth for a few very good reasons. Removing skin from the genitals is uncomfortable. Most cultures that circumcise opt to do so at birth. Psychological consequences have to be considered. At 4 years old, I have some decoding here. Psychological counseling have to be considered. Miles read. CIDE her miles read. Consequences. At 4 years old, Mama said at birth she told the nurse, "Take her away, she's too light," meaning me. Consequences. Order, enter, C, Eve Energy, Queen. Enter, North Carolina Energy. Gorinda, slammed door on Ocean of Light. Oh, that's consequences. In North Carolina, I went to see my guru, and I had a relationship with him for over a year in my ear. And I also went to see my friends of 45 years. I had been homeless and I had lost most of my teeth and my clothes were shabby. But I didn't think that mattered because I had known them 45 years and I thought they would say, "Oh my God, my dear, what happened? What can we do for you? What's going on?" They didn't look at me in my eyes. They didn't touch me. They totally snubbed me. They didn't talk to me. So Gorinda, the guru, said he was supposed to take them back to their origin, the Ocean of Light. which is actually fire, an ocean of fire. And he said, your hearts are too cold. You did that to her, my wife. I will not take you back to the ocean of light. So that was their consequences. They cannot receive rest from this world. They have to continue to live here because there's no place else to go. Right? So as a child's age increases as well, psychological consequences can occur. That's what they're talking about. My father, the sun is fire. He is the color of fire. Newborns have a much shorter healing period. This is a new topic. Newborns have a much shorter healing period than adults too. A baby boy typically heals within 7 to 10 days after the procedure, whereas it takes an adult between 2 to 3 weeks to fully heal, Retano says. But it doesn't come without risk. Note, I never knew this. Though circumcision can be a healthy, hygienic choice in the long run, any medical procedure has its risk. Dr. Retano says that complications of circumcision include infection, excessive bleeding, and either removing too much or too little foreskin. The procedure also poses a possible risk of damage to the urethra, the tube from which urine passes out of the body, and the glands, the tip of the penis. When too little skin is removed, which is called an incomplete circumcision, smegma can build up under the remaining foreskin, which can lead to infection or adhesion at the head of the penis. Circumcision can help protect against STIs. I don't know what STIs is. I know what STGs is. One of circumcision's biggest benefits, it decreases a man's risk of acquiring HIV and other STIs like HPV. I don't know what that is, Dr. Retano says. Although penis cancer is rare, men who've been circumcised have a lower incidences of this cancer. Urinary tract infections are much less common in circumcised men, he adds. Women prefer a circumcised penis. Sorry, fellas, it's true. In a 2019 study, researchers examined the results of 29 different studies on women's circumcision preferences. They found that across countries and cultures, the number of women who preferred a circumcised penis significantly outweighed the number of women who preferred unretouched version. Although circumcision does not alter sexual function in any way, the study revealed that women generally favor circumcised penises because of the belief that they can perform better sexually, are more hygienic, and reduce their risk of contracting an infection. There's no difference in sexual function between a circumcised penis and an uncircumcised penis. Luckily, men on both sides of the knife experience an equal amount of pleasure. I'm glad to hear that. Dr. Retano says the difference between circumcised and uncircumcised men's sexual function is probably non-existent. A study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine states that they found no evidence overall for any significant difference in components of sexual function, sensitivity, sexual sensation, for sexual pleasure in men who are circumcised and men who are not. So if there is no difference, why do some people oppose circumcision? Dr. Rutano says that there are a few reasons. A lot of people find the procedure painful and unnecessary. That's a good point. Unnecessary, yeah. Others make the decision not to stay consistent with this culture. For some, it's just a matter of preference. Circumcision was once thought to be a cure for paralysis. An article in the circumcision reference, the thing about unnecessary. My son Sing used to say, if it ain't fixed, don't broke. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright? Circumcision was once thought to be a cure for paralysis. An article in the Circumcision Reference Library revealed the writing of Louis Sayre, a professor of orthopedic surgery at Bellevue Hospital Medical College, which stated that he was once called to treat a paralyzed 5-year-old boy. He examined the boy's foreskin, which was contracted tightly around his penis, and believed that this was causing his pain. The boy was circumcised and somehow regained his ability to walk shortly after the procedure. While there is no proof that circumcision can cure paralysis, it's no surprise that a doctor from the 1870s would jump to that conclusion. The American Academy of Pediatrics AAP guidelines states that the health benefits of circumcision in newborn outweigh the risk, but they neither recommend nor advise against circumcision. This is a decision that is made by the family based on the medical circumstances of their cultural environment, local customs, and religious beliefs. The decision to circumcise is a person's one, it's a personal one, but we recommend consulting your doctor prior to the procedure to make sure it's a good fit for you and your baby. Okay, so I hope that helps you to make a decision whether to have your baby circumcised or not. Or if you're, I don't know why a grown man would want it, but if you're a grown man and you want a circumcision, I hope this helps you to make your decision. My Red Songbird in New York City. So long.